Welcome to the RCFE Deal Room. I'm Dale Corpus. If you're buying, selling, or investing in residential care facilities for the elderly in California, this channel is designed to help you make smarter decisions and avoid costly mistakes. Now, if you're thinking about buying your first RCFE, let me ask you a question. Have you ever walked into a beautiful care home and immediately thought, this is it? The house looks amazing. The residents seem happy. The seller tells you the business is doing well, everything feels right, but here's what I've learned. Buying an RCFE is a lot more than buying a beautiful home. You're buying a business. You're buying systems. You're buying relationships. You're buying a reputation. And asking the right questions before you buy can save you from making an incredibly expensive mistake. Today, I want to share 7 things I believe every buyer should think about before purchasing an RCFE. These are the same conversations I'd have if I were sitting down over coffee and you told me, Dale, I'm thinking about buying my first RCFE. Let's get started. Okay, number 1, start with your goals, not the property. The very first question I'd ask you has nothing to do with the house. I'd ask, why do you want to own an RCFE? Are you planning to operate it yourself? Are you already in healthcare? Are you looking to leave your current career? Are you investing? Do you eventually want multiple facilities? Your answer changes everything. Some buyers are better suited for an established 6-bed home. Others may eventually be looking at 16 beds or larger facilities. There isn't one perfect RCFE. There's only the one that fits your experience, your goals, your budget, and your long-term vision. The clearer you are about what you're trying to build, the easier it becomes to recognize the right opportunity when you see it. Number 2, remember you're buying a business, not just a house. This is probably the biggest mindset shift. It's easy to get excited about the property itself. Fresh paint, a remodeled kitchen, beautiful landscaping, a great neighborhood. Those things are nice, but they don't necessarily make it a good business. I'd rather buy a profitable business operating in an average-looking home than a struggling business operating in a $1 million showcase. Instead of asking, do I like this house? Start asking questions like, how many residents are there? How long have they been there? Is occupancy stable? Where do referrals come from? What's the facility's reputation in the community? Those answers are usually much more important than the finishes inside the house. Number 3, understand exactly what you're buying. Not every RCFE transaction looks the same. Sometimes you're buying both the real estate and the business. Sometimes you're only buying the business. Sometimes you're purchasing the business while leasing the property from the seller. Every deal is different. Before you get emotionally invested, make sure you understand exactly what's included, what's transferring, what's staying, what licenses are involved. Are there leases, equipment, furniture, vehicles? Knowing exactly what you're buying helps prevent misunderstandings later in the process. Number 4, verify everything. This one is simple. Don't assume. Verify. If someone tells you the facility is always full, verify it. If they tell you the business is highly profitable, verify it. Review financial statements. Understand occupancy history, look at expenses, review inspection history if available, understand the licensing history, look up any citations, ask questions, lots of questions. A good seller should always expect serious buyers to perform thorough due diligence. Buying an RCFE is a significant investment. Take the time to understand exactly what you're purchasing. Number 5, ask why the owner is selling. This is one of my favorite questions. Sometimes the answer is exactly what you'd expect. They're retiring, they're moving, their health has changed, they simply want a different lifestyle. Other times, the answer reveals something much more important. Maybe staffing has become difficult. Maybe occupancy has declined. Maybe they've experienced burnout. None of those automatically make it a bad opportunity, but understanding why they're selling helps you evaluate the business with much better context. Number 6, Some of the best opportunities are never advertised. Some owners quietly tell people they trust they're thinking about retiring. Others want to keep things confidential until they're ready. That's why relationships matter so much in this industry. The more connected you are with brokers, operators, accountants, attorneys, lenders, and other professionals in senior care, the more likely you are to hear about opportunities before everyone else does. Sometimes the best deals begin with a conversation instead of an online listing. Number 7, build your team before you need your team. Buying an RCFE isn't something you should feel like you have to figure out alone. You may need guidance on financing, business valuation, real estate, insurance, legal issues, accounting, licensing. No one is expected to know everything. One of the biggest values I try to provide my clients is helping them navigate the process and connecting them with the right professionals when questions come up. Having the right team around you before you're deep in escrow can save you time, money, and a lot of unnecessary stress. If there's one thing I hope you take away from today's video, it's this. Don't fall in love with the property before you understand the business. Slow down. Ask better questions. Do your due diligence and make sure you're surrounding yourself with people who have experience helping buyers through these types of transactions. If you're thinking about buying or selling an RCFE here in California, I hope this channel becomes a valuable resource for you. Over the coming weeks, we're going to be covering topics like how to value an RCFE, buying an existing facility versus starting one from scratch, financing options, due diligence checklists, real RCFE deal breakdowns, common mistakes buyers make, and strategies for sellers looking to maximize the value of their business. So if that sounds helpful, I'd love for you to subscribe. And if there's a topic you'd like me to cover, leave it in the comments below. I read every one and I'd love to hear what's on your mind. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Dale Corpus, and I'll see you next time here on RCFE Deal Room.